Welcome all my dear student of TYBC physics class. Today we are going to see some remaining operators of C programming. First operator is logical operator. In previous lecture we studied many operators used in C programming. Now there are more two operators, one of them is logical operator. Logical operators are used when we want to test more than one condition and make the decisions. I am going to repeat once again. Logical operators are used when we want to test more than one condition and make the decision. There are three basic logical operators, and these operators are operators and clear meaning. First logical operator are AND operator, and this is denoted as 2 times ampersand, and meaning of this is logical AND. In SYBSC class we studied AND gate in details because this is the basic logic gate. Then second is OR logic or OR gate. Symbol of OR gate is this, and this is logical OR. This is also a basic logic gate and which is already studied by you in SYBSC class. And third basic logic gate is like this, logical NOT. Logical NOT. AND, OR and NOT are basic logic gate, and according to this there are three logical operators used in C programming. Again, logical AND, logical OR and logical NOT. An expression involving logical AND or logical OR is sometimes called compound expression. Is sometimes called compound expression. What I say? An expression involving logical AND and logical OR is sometimes called compound expression since it involves two other expressions. In case of AND operator, logical AND operator, both conditions are true, then only corresponding loop will be executed. What is the loop control statement? This will be studied in next lecture, but here remember that in case of AND operator, logical AND operator, when both conditions are true, then only corresponding loop will be executed. Otherwise, if one condition is false, the loop will not be executed. That is basic logic gate A and B. If there are two variables, when first variable is 0, second variable 0, then output is 0. First variable is 1, second variable 0, the output is 0. When first variable is 0 and second variable is 1, output is also 0. And when both the variables are 1, then that is like this, 0 into 0, 0, 1 into 0, 0, 0 into 1, 0 and 1 into 1, 1. When both the conditions are true or logically high, then only corresponding loop will be executed. Otherwise, if one of the condition is false, suppose this is false, here this is false, then during this time the loop will not be executed. Okay. Now, like this in logical OR operator, this is about logical AND operator. Now, in case of logical OR operator, if both the conditions are false, what I say, if both the conditions are false, That's means this one. Then and then only corresponding loop will be not executed. Otherwise, if any one of the condition is true or both are true, then result of logical operator will be true, that is the corresponding loop will be executed. In other words, the result of logical OR operation will be false if both the operands are false. Otherwise, for any one of the condition, the result will be true. Okay. Now, we are going to see some examples of this logical OR, logical AND and logical NOT. Okay. Suppose I is an integer. Suppose I is an integer variable whose value is 4, that is integer 4, sorry, I is equal to 4, comma, or instead of 4, suppose 14, we are going to consider another value 14, and f is a floating variable, that is float f, and value of this floating variable is suppose 11.1, and there is a character variable, and this character variable is suppose C. In program we are going to use 3 variables: integer variable, float variable and character variable, that is single character variable. Now check, we are going to check some logical expression, whether that expressions whether these expressions out of these expressions some are true or false, we are going to check. Suppose first expression is I is greater than or equal to 12, I is greater than or equal to 12, and in second bracket C is equal to single character A. Whether this is the expression, whether this expression is, we are going to interpret whether this expression is true or false. If true, then we are going to assign value 1, and if this expression is false, then we are going to assign the value 0. First of all, we are going to check whether this expression is true or false. See here, value of I is 4, and then 12. In this expression, this is, value of I is 14. Is 14 is greater than or equal to 12? Yes, 14 is greater than 12. This condition is true. And whether single variable is A? Yes, this is true. Both the conditions are, both the terms are true. That means this is logically true and this is logically true, or logically high. This interprets true, and we assign the value 1. Now we are going to check another expression. Suppose I is greater than or equal to 12, or C is equal to 97. See here, there are 2 expressions joined by this logically OR operator. In this expression, first condition is true, I is equal to 14 and 14 is greater than 12. This is condition true, but this condition is false. This is false. C is not equal to 97, it is equal to A. Though in logical OR operator, any one of the condition is high, then the control loop will be executed. This condition is high, or this condition is true and this is false. Therefore, the interpretation gives true condition and we assign the value logically high. Now, suppose I is less than 20, I is less than 20 and I is greater than 50. I is less than 20, yes, this is true, but I is greater than 50, this is false. Therefore, 1 and 0, 1 into 0, logically false. Interpretation use false statement and we want to assign 0. Now the consider last expressions. If C is not equal to W, C is not equal to W, that means this is true, C is equal to A, and here this tells us C is not equal to W, that is it is true. Or if I plus F, I is 14 and F is 11.1 and this is less than or equal to 10, suppose 10. This is true and this is false, okay, because I is 14 and F is equal to 11.1, that is answer is 25.1 and this is true, false, but this is true, and 1 plus 0, that is logically high, and this interpret true condition and we are going to assign 1. In this way we can understand the logical OR operator. Now we are going to see the last operator in C programming, because in previous lecture we have studied 4 operators, and here are going to study 2 operators. One of them is we already seen about logical. Now last operator, conditional operator. This is called ternary operator. This is also called ternary operator. In conditional operator or ternary operator, this is an operator that makes use of condition. In next lecture we will see the control loop statement, that is if statement, if else statement. If, when we use the word usually if, then what is the meaning of if? If this is true, then that is true. Suppose A plus B is equal to 4. If A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 2, then answer is true. If A is equal to 5, B is equal to 2, then answer is not true. If you are passed in SY basic class, then you are admitted TY basic class. Okay, this is like condition. Here, by the same way, here we are going to consider conditional operator in C program. This is an operator that makes use of condition, and condition means what? Question mark. Is true, then that. Okay. And this is called as a conditional operator. This operator is called conditional operator. These operators are used in if-else statement. If-else statement. All these statement will be considered or will be studied in detail in next lecture. Suppose we are going to see how this conditional operator is written in C program. That is, conditional operator can be written in the form like this: expression 1, okay, question mark, expression 2, question mark, and expression 3, like this. If first expression is true, then execute the second expression. If expression is not true, that is false, then don't execute the second expression, like this. Now this is the general format of conditional operator, or we can say that this is the syntax for conditional operator. And this conditional operator is equivalent to, I am going to explain, a segment of program. If expression 1, expression 2, expression 2, else expression 3. If condition is true, then execute this. If condition is not true, then execute this. Like this, when we want to execute such type of segment in our program, then we have to use the conditional operator. While evaluating expression 1 is, while evaluating the program, remember that expression 1 is executed first. If expression 1 is true, if its value is non-zero, true means 1 and false means 0. If its value is non-zero, then expression 2 is evaluated and this is becomes conditional expression. If expression 1 is false, then expression 3 is evaluated and this is become conditional operator. Now example, we are going to consider example of conditional operator. If I is less than 0, okay, I assume I is an integer variable, I is greater than 0, 0 and 100. This is the example of conditional operator. Here, this is the expression. If this expression here in this conditional operator, this expression executed first, and if this is true, then the entire statement take the value 0. Otherwise, if I is not less than 0, the conditional operator takes the value 100. Okay. If this is not understand, then consider a simple example, another example, example number 2. In that example, suppose A is equal to 10. We are going to consider integer variable and 10 is assigned to A. And we are going to consider another variable B, and suppose B is 15. That is 15 is assigned, 15 is integer number, 10 is integer number, 15 is assigned to B. And now C in bracket or C is equal to, what I say, A is greater than B. If this is true, then B. Okay. Then if this is true, then what is C? C is equal to B is equal to 15. C is equal to B. When this when this expression executed, what will be the result displayed on the screen? C is equal to B is equal to 15 will be, C is equal to B is equal to 15 and assign 15 to C. Okay. Now we are going to see is best program related to arithmetic operators. This program is very simple. I think this is our first program to display. We are going to write a program to display addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and remainder when we supplied two values through keyboard, and for that purpose we are going to prepare a program. This is the comment of program. Comment means title. Program to display addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and remainder. This is the comment of the program, or what we say, title of the program. Now as usual we want to include the standard input file which is header and which is placed in C library. Therefore has include std.io.h, standard input output file, and this is H for H extension use, this means H means hidden file, and this we want to take this file from the library of C and put on the current path. That is, we are going to include this file in our program. Okay. Now main function, compiler, from this function tells to compiler programs are going to begins from here. Now integer, declaration of variable. Here we are going to consider only two variables, A and B. These are two variables whose value will be supplied by the user through keyboard. Then we want a sum. When we provide two variables as integer type, then sum will also be integer type. Then subtraction, we use abbreviated word. For summation, here we are going to use only sum. For addition, we are going to use sum. For subtraction, we are going to use only sub. Then MUL, mul means multiplication. This is the abbreviation of multiplication, because compiler does not consider the word length greater than 8. Okay. Then division and remainder. These are the variables, and these variables are declared by this statement, integer. Okay. Now, as usual, CLR, SCR, this is the syntax for clear the screen. Now, user enters the value of variables through keyboard. Therefore, printf enter value of A and B. Okay. A and B, or just like. Okay. Now, when user supply the value through keyboard of variable A and B, that value should be read by the computer. For that purpose, input statement scanf %d, %d, double %d, because there are two variables A and B, and address of first variable is %a and address of second variable is %b. In this way, when user supplied the value of variables A and B through keyboard, and that values are stored in the memory, then scanf read the control string, that is integer type string, and that here we are going to give the address of A in memory and address of B in memory. Okay. Now, we have to use formulas. Sum is equal to A plus B, sum is equal to A minus B, multiplication A into B, division A by B, and remainder A percentage A modulo B. These are the formulas. And remember that every character in this program except control string will be in lowercase. Okay. When we user supply the value, computer read the value through this statement, then make the addition, make the subtraction, make the multiplication, make the division, and make the remainder. Okay. Now, after the execution of this statement, computer is going to display all the 5 arithmetic operation on screen, and for that purpose, computer using the statements like this: printf, new line, and every answer should be on new line. Therefore, this is new line operator. The sum of %d, that is first A, and %d and %d is equal to, result is also integer. Therefore, here we are going to use the control string percentage %d, and due to this statement or by using this statement, computer going to display the addition of A and B, and this is stored in sum variable. By using this variable, computer execute the addition of two variables, and this addition or sum of this variable is displayed on the screen of computer by using this statement. Okay. Now, like this, printf, new line operator, the subtraction of %d and %d is equal to %d A B sub. By this statement, by using this statement, computer display the subtraction of two variables. Then printf %d, new line operator, the multiplication of %d, that is first variable, and second variable is equal to, result is also integer type, A, B, and mul is the variable name. Then by using this statement, output statement, the division of first variable and second variable is also a integer type, A, B, and D. And for last operation, the remainder of the statement, remainder after execution will be displayed by this, by using this statement. The remainder of first variable, integer variable, and second integer variable is also integer type, A, B, remainder. These 5 statements represent these 5 operations on the screen, and this result should be remains on the screen until we press any key, enter key, and therefore for that purpose get ch and this. Here program is completed. When this program is executed, then what will be the output on the screen, or what will be the message on the screen? When this program is executed, then first message on screen or first line on the screen is enters the values of A and B. This is the first line after the execution of program. Suppose we enters 5, then space and 3. 5 is the value assigned to integer I, and 3 is the value assigned to integer B. 5 is assigned to A and 3 is assigned to B, because here we are used two variables and B. Then the second line, by considering this value, these two value, computer execute the program and use the formula sum is equal to A plus B, and their end result is displayed by this statement is the sum of 5 and 3 is 8. And second statement, by using this statement, the subtraction of 5 and 3 is 2. Okay. Third, the multiplication of 5 and 3 is 15. The division of 5 and 3 is 1. The remainder of 5 and 3 is 2. These are the 5 arithmetic operations, and these operations are executed by the computer, and the result will be displayed like this, and these 5 results are displayed by using this 5 output statement. In this way, we consider a first program. This program is very simple. By using this program, we can understand arithmetic operators properly. Okay. Now, in next lecture, we will see the loop control statement, that is the main part of the program. Till then, we shall stop here. Have a good